Meet Chris Brogan. Chris is a marketing genius and is someone that I met live at Podcast Movement. He's also a social media influencer, and in this video, I want to show you how to connect with social media influencers. Hi, I'm Fabienne Raphaël, business coach, and I'm here to help you monetize your knowledge so you can fire your boss. And today, I want to share with you how I got in touch with Chris Brogan, but this strategy to connect with social media influencers you can use for your podcast episodes because you have an article to write and you want to reach out to someone who's a genius in your market. If you have a TV interview or if you have a blog post and you're looking to get some insights from experts, well, you could apply these strategies that I'm going to show you right now in this first video. And then we'll have a second part, a second video that will continue to give you some insights and great strategies to implement to connect with social media influencers. So why did I connect with Chris? Well, it starts back with my podcast, Marketing to Crush Your Competitors, and I launched that podcast in 2014. Well, the way I did this was really simple, and everyone can do that, especially today because on social media, it's so easy to connect with everyone. So I was attending this conference, and prior to attending the conference, what I did was I connected with him through Messenger on Facebook and said, "Hi, Chris, I'm coming to Podcast Movement. I'm really excited about seeing your keynote, and would you mind me coming after your speech and shake your hand and say hello, and then we can talk a little bit?" And he said, "Of course," right? So basically, that was it. That was the only first thing I did, which was really simple, but that a lot of people don't do, right? Have you done this before? Okay, let's rewind to me having a podcast. Well, it was really important for me to have a podcast that was high ranked and that was going to be memorable and standing out because of something different. And I figured, well, why don't I connect with influencers and why don't I interview people that are leaders and people that are very well known in their market, geniuses, and people that I can learn from? Because of course, the online world, well, there are a ton of people that have been there before me, and I was looking forward to learn from these people. So that's why I decided to connect with influencers. And because I'm very competitive, I come from a sports background. I used to play team handball and I was a member of Team Canada. So highly competitive and really wanted to make this show a success. So let's go back to meeting with Chris. So after his presentation, of course, it really moved me. It was amazing. And when I stood in line waiting for him to be available and shook his hand, what happened is that he called me by my name. "Hi, Fabienne." And he said, actually, "Bonjour, Fabienne." So speaks French, right? I'm French speaking. That's my first language. And I didn't know he would speak French. So that was the first type of thing that we related on. And we continued the conversation and it was amazing. So basically, because I connected with him before, then it gave me a little advantage over other people that would stand in line and shake his hand, but introduce themselves for the first time. Extremely simple, not costing a lot of money, just a little amount of time. And most of the time, people will reply. So because I had that podcast, right, I didn't ask for anything right off the start when I met with him at Podcast Movement Live. What I did, I waited a few days and then I sent an email to him. So I will go grab my glasses and let you know about the email I sent. And I'm glad to introduce you my new glasses, right? So I'm wearing blue and my glasses are blue, so that's matching, right? So I love them. They're peepers, and thanks you to Luz who recommended me to buy them, and they're recommended by Oprah, so they're good. All right, so here's what I sent to Chris. "Hey Chris, as you know, it was great to speak with you last weekend at Podcast Movement. It was important to relate back to where we met, right? Just in case you forgot about me. Your presentation inspired me, moved me, gave me energy to keep moving forward in what I do. So it was important also to show to him what insights or what takeaways I got from his presentation. As you know, also, I'm a podcaster, and my podcast went live last Monday, Marketing to Crushing Competitors, and I'm quite proud trying to be a freak. And why I said trying to be a freak is because a few days prior, he had just released one of his new books at the time, and freak was the term he was using in this title, so I just wanted to relate to it. So I said, I interview successful entrepreneurs who never accepted no as an answer. Is it your case? Well, I would so love to have you as a guest on my show. So to convince you to accept, may I mention that John Lee Dumas, John Moreau, Nick Unsworth, Yero Starak also accepted to be on my show. So of course I'm trying to use any strategies to convince him to connect with me and to accept to be interviewed. And I said, they don't speak French. So he has a main advantage because he could say a few words in French. So no, the interview won't be in French, but really, I would be so honored to have you as a guest. Here's the link to my schedule, so I put the link. Looking forward to hearing from you, ton ami Fabienne. Ton ami means your friend in French. So guess what happened? Well, of course, Chris accepted. He accepted to come on my show, and he was on episode 49. And it was so great. I'm so grateful that he accepted. And because of, the way we connected prior to this episode, and because we met live and we kept communicating in between, he gave me a great testimonial after being on my show. Let me tell you what it was. So glasses again. Ta-da! All right. So he said, I feel like sharing that Fabienne was very bold and brave, came up and said hello to me when so many people wouldn't. I think that to the bolds go the victories, so congratulations, and I wish you great success in your business, right? So he didn't have to do that. And all that came from me trying to do something that would stand out above other people, which was really simple, didn't take a lot of time, a lot of energy, and a lot of money, but made a difference. So you could actually do that definitely with whoever you want to connect on social media, especially with these influencers. Sincerely, if you don't know what an influencer is, I have a definition for you here, and I'll grab my glasses again. So this is the glasses episode. I love it. Okay, so an influencer is someone that has a very high level of credibility, trust, and respect with an audience, so much that their personal opinion influence others to take action. So the keywords here are influence others to take action, okay? So I just told you about my glasses here, those peepers. And what did I say? I said, Oprah recommended them, so they must be great, right? And I said, Luce, one of my friends, said, Fabienne, you should buy these because I tried them on and I love them. And when I went on their website, I saw that Oprah was actually recommending them. And to me, Oprah is really amazing. So it was just a no-brainer to order my own pair of glasses and to have them match with one of the tops I would buy, to do that YouTube video. And by the way, I didn't buy it. My partner did. I hate shopping. I'm sure that it happened to you in the past that you bought something because someone else bought them. For example, if you are keen of buying Nike shoes or a Nike sweater, well, maybe you are fond of Michael Jordan that has been with Nike for years and that you love the just do it tagline that they have, and that really stimulates you into buying stuff. Me, I'm a freak of all Apple products. So we started with the Apple, I don't know if you remember the Shuffle, the small one, right? It was $49. And then eventually it led to the iPad and then the iPhone and then the MacBook and then the iMac. So I have all of these because I really enjoy those products and because, they're giving me great service. So when people are talking to you about something, and you really trust the person who tells you about these products, well, of course, you have more chances into buying these products. That's just common sense. So to go back to my story with Chris, if I just give you a, kind of like a resume of what happened during these few minutes that I spoke to you about it, is that first thing first, you have to be bold. You have to be willing to connect with someone even though you never connected with that person before. And what you have to remember is that you're connecting with a human being. You're not connecting with a machine or a robot, you're connecting with a human being. So because of that, it's easy to find stuff to relate on, or you've read their books, or something that you have in common with that person. If that person is a musician, for example, and you love music, you could relate to that. You could say, well, I've seen that you're a very big fan of this singer. Well, I am too. So you could start a conversation on that. It's very, very easy. So don't be shy into connecting with strangers. And it's exactly the same thing as if you would go to the coffee shop and just say hello to the person waiting in line just in front of you. All right? I really encourage you to subscribe to my channel. As you know, every Tuesday and Friday, there's a new video, and I will see you in the next one.